Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. We'll jump right into things here. I think Jeremy was the first in line. So, Jeremy, started off.
Hey, V, can you just take us through the conversations you had, whether it was with Brett, your family, your wife, all of that to come to this decision?
Yeah, me and my family have been, talking about it since the season. Perhaps since the season first started. Just just going off of how the season goes, and the things I could achieve, what my decision would be. Obviously listening to, when Coach Smith was there, listening to what he had to say, and then just going off of every week and how the games were going and my performance. What I planned on doing, and things. Now, not everything went, according to plan. Obviously with Coach Smith being fired and the change in coaching staff or whatnot. But I just thought that, after talking with my family for so many weeks, I just figured that, staying in school would be the best option, to put myself, in a better spot, regarding next year. I feel like, I can be more experienced. I'll have more games under my belt, more film. I just think that that'll help me, in the long run.
And obviously you have a young family and I know it's growing. Congratulations. What kind of went into that? Because some of us might've thought you might just go just to try and, support a young family.
Yeah, that was also a thought too. That was definitely a thought. But I have great support here. It's not like I don't have anybody to lean on when things get tough. When times get hard. My fiance, she does a great job. Doing what she can to help the family. To take the stress off of me. When I'm in season, when I'm trying to focus on the games and whatnot. Everybody plays a part. Our family's down here, so they help take care of my son and whatnot. So, like I said, everybody plays a part in it, and they help take the stress off. So I didn't feel pressured into, jumping into something, before the timing was right.
Awesome. Thanks, Vederian.
Mhm.
Hey, Vederian, welcome back. You said, these conversations started before the season. Was there a clear moment when you decided that you were coming back?
The Not really. I kind of really didn't, decide, what I wanted to do till, around when Coach Smith got fired. I was already leaning towards, maybe coming back because, I wasn't particularly in the place that I wanted to be in. We weren't having the success that I thought we would have this year. And it just didn't really make much sense to me. And in a way to just leave, to just jump out there, like Jeremy said, at some point you think about, okay, do I just want to go out there to try and to just get on the team, because my family's expanding. That was always a thought, but the timing wasn't right. And I just think that near the end of the season, my answer kind of got solidified. And then after talking with Coach Belima, hearing what he had to say, seeing his vision and where he wants to take our team, that kind of cemented my decision.
What was that conversation like? Because he's known for running the ball, power offensive lineman. I mean, was that something that appealed to you? How'd that conversation go?
Yeah. So yeah, he is. Yeah, he is accustomed to that. But what he said that really stood out was that he wanted to play to his strengths. Play to the strength of the players that he has. He didn't necessarily say that he's gonna keep doing the same old things that made him successful in the past. But he did say that he will play to his strengths. Play to what the players he has, like with that, whatever, play to the strengths that the players that he just, inherited, from Coach Smith. So I think that was a key thing. Obviously, yeah, he does like to run the ball. He is a ground and pound type guy when it comes to offense. But I just think that, he has a great vision for us. I really I really want to see, how he changes the culture, for Illinois football, because I feel like that's the big thing that separates, teams from winning and losing is the culture. And I think that he'll definitely bring a big culture change into our program.
Thanks, V. Appreciate it.
Hey, Vederian, congratulations on coming back. I know with Doug and Alex already saying that they're coming back, you guys are going to have one of the more veteran, older lines in the Big Ten, if not the country. Just talk a little bit about what it'd be like going into battle with those guys again next year.
It'll be great. Like I said, we've already played with each other for so long. You know, we've already built, you know, such great chemistry with each other. And, you know, I just think that, you know, everything can only be better. You know, we can only just build off of, you know, what we've done. We can only all become, you know, greater men and better football players, you know, as the time goes on. And I just think that'll carry over and transition into us winning football games. You know, the more chemistry that we build together, you know, the better we become as men and football players. I think that that'll transition, you know, and benefit the program in many ways.
Thanks, Vederian. Appreciate it.
Hey, V, kind of piggybacking off that question and the fact of there are a lot of seniors that are coming back, a lot of guys coming back. Was there ever a conversation just between the players to try to pull as many people back as possible for next year?
You know, not necessarily. You know, there was conversations between, you know, the O-line in general. I don't know about, you know, the rest of the team, but, you know, the O-line, we're all, you know, we've all been friends for a long time. We've all, you know, trying to stick it together and finish it out, you know, strong and together. So, you know, we've had conversations about, you know, what everyone's plans were, you know, what they're leaning towards, and, you know, trying to see where guys are at, you know, and, you know, us having this extra year, you know, really meant a lot, you know, to everyone. And then, you know, with Palcho, you know, going down in the middle of the season, you know, he knowing that he wanted to, you know, finish out his career strong, and he was going to come back so that he can, you know, like I said, finish out his career the way he wanted to. It kind of, you know, kind of made it easier for us to be like, okay, let's come back and let's do it, let's finish it. So, like I said, I know the O-line, we've had talks about it, yeah.
Thanks, V. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Vederian, I know you've essentially been a 4-year starter, but the feeling of maybe unfinished business is something Alex brought up to us last week. Is that something that's on your mind as well? Just the fact that there is more for not only you guys as an offensive line, but for you guys as a team to achieve, and that coming back was a big that played a big factor in you deciding to come back.
Yeah, like yeah, there's definitely unfinished business, as he put it. We, you know, a lot of us, you know, we think that this past season, you know, was a big disappointment. You know, we only won 2 games. You know, that's not the way we envisioned it going. That's not the, you know, the route we envisioned, you know, this program being taken. And we think that, you know, that we can do better. You know, like I said, with the new coach coming in, you know, we expect a culture change. We expect, you know, to develop a winning mentality over these next few months, and you know, we expect to achieve greater things, you know, for next season. And I think that we can do that. And, you know, getting the players back, and especially, you know, the guys on the O-line that I've just been so accustomed to playing with over the last few years is really going to help achieve that.
And then what goes into it for you as far as getting prepared to be with Coach Bielema's system and his new coaches, and just your preparation for this upcoming season? I know there's a lot of time still, but what are the next steps for you?
The next steps are, you know, just to, you know, just get in contact with the coaches and, you know, sit down and talk to them, and, you know, gauge where they're at, you know, as men, you know, talk to them man to man first, you know, and then see how they are. And then, you know, then you start breaking down the X's and O's. You know, I feel like, you know, you need to develop a great relationship with your coach, you know, and that way that'll transition over to you being a coachable player. You know, you respect him more as a man, you know, and it'll just transition, you know, you'll be more fluent, you'll have more chemistry, and you'll respond better, you know, when they're coaching you on doing things and trying to help you get better with your game. So, you know, I just think that, you know, having a lot of conversations with, you know, the new coaches that are coming in to help us a lot.
Thanks, Vederian.
Yep.
Vederian, I just had a quick follow-up. Kingston's one, right? And is the other one already here or is on the way?
Yeah, no, Kingston's 1.5 and the other one isn't here yet.
Do you know if it's a boy or girl? And do you guys have a name?
Yeah, it's a boy.
Okay. Do you have a name picked out?
You have a name picked out?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trey Lowe.
Trey. And then when are you and Haley getting married? Do you guys know yet?
Yeah, February.
Okay. How's family? How's father life? And soon to be husband life going for you?
Yeah, it's going great. You know, you know, it's not a lot of people, you know, envision, you know, this thing happening, you know, at 21 years old in college, you know, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it.
Just how's it impacted you throughout your, you know, last couple of years as a college athlete?
It's impacted me a lot. You know, it really changes, you know, your viewpoints on a lot of things, and, you know, it really helps you develop as a man a lot. I can't say it has, you know, matured me a lot. It's made me take, you know, every aspect of my life more serious. You know, me wanting to be a great father has carried over to me want to be a great football player, and it's also carried over to me want to be a great student, you know. And I feel like, you know, all these things happen to me has helped me, you know, prioritize the things that need to be prioritized in life. You know, you need to have certain things in life that you want to take serious, that you want to be great at, that you want to achieve. And, you know, I feel like, you know, me being a father at this young of age, you know, and me, you know, expanding my family at this young of age is only, you know, made that impact more greater.
Congrats on all that, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, V, I had another follow-up. We talked before, I don't remember what game it was, but we talked about your brother living with you, and what was the conversation like with him, and how did he respond to hearing that you were coming back?
You know, my brother, you know, we're not like, you know, he's not, you know, a football guy. He's not a sports guy at all. You know, he's a big go with the flow type of kid. You know, it doesn't really mean much to him. You know, he always asks us if we won the game or not after the game. He doesn't really watch football and like that. You know, so I told him, you know, we were staying here another year. He's just like, okay, like cool, like that's fine with me. Like, you know, it doesn't really impact him as much, you know, because he's not too aware of the situation and what I have going on. You know, he just likes being here.
And then quickly, you said the offensive line has like maybe a group chat going where you guys kind of talked about this. When did it start to really pick up steam that at least, you know, I think we're still waiting on one announcement, but when did it really start getting going that this was going to bring a lot of people back?
I want to say maybe after the Ohio State cancellation game, maybe. You know, that was a game that a lot of us were looking forward to, you know, playing against that type of talent, you know, playing at a high level like that with a lot of eyes on the game. And, you know, that was going to be great film for us, you know, just to go against guys that are going to be probably in NFL this season, you know, after this season. So, you know, after that game got canceled, you know, a lot of guys were thinking, you know, maybe we should, you know, come back because a lot of people needed that film, you know, me included. You know, I want to play against the best guys, and I want to show what I'm capable of, you know, pass blocking and run blocking. And I just think that's probably when, you know, it kind of picked up a little bit that we were probably running back.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, Vederian, good to see you, man. My question is kind of related to Joey now with, you know, you, Palcho, and Doug announcing you guys are coming back. Kind of all eyes are shifting towards Kendrick and seeing what he's going to do. But just what has it been like, you know, trying to make this decision about your future? You know, all of you guys have NFL aspirations. And Kendrick is someone who had said he was really going to put a lot of stock in what Lovey had to say about things. So I'm just wondering, like, what it's been like trying to make this decision with a new staff coming in, and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I think, like I said before, I kind of, you know, was already planning on, you know, returning back to school for another year before, you know, the coaching change and whatnot, you know. And then I had the chance to, you know, talk with Coach Blima over the phone a little bit one morning, and, you know, just hearing what he had to say about, you know, his vision, and, you know, just hearing, you know, what he plans on doing. We had also had a team meeting, I think after the Penn State game, and, you know, just, you know, hearing what he envisions for our program and hearing what he's trying to do, you know, to help our team win, you know, as soon as possible. You know, I think that also, you know, plays a huge role into it. You know, I think we have a bright future with Coach Bellman, and I think that he can, you know, guide our program into the right direction. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that goes. I want to stick it out and see how that goes.
Absolutely. Are you guys nudging Kendrick back this way, or are you letting him kind of, you know, rack his brain and make his own decision?
Yeah, you know, obviously we want Kendrick to come back and play. You know, he's a dominant player, you know, very dominant player. And, you know, it would definitely benefit us in a lot of ways if, you know, he came back in return for his final year or for another season, I believe. But, you know, I think, you know, Kendrick, with the year Kendrick has had, you know, I just think that, you know, he could make that jump, obviously. You know, you know, he has a spot in the NFL, you know, right now, I believe. And, you know, I just think that, you know, he should ponder whatever he wants to think. You know, obviously, like, the guys will want him back, but I think he has a spot in the NFL. And if he feels like that's the right move, then he should go take it.
Thanks, Vederian. I appreciate your time.
V, I had one more final one, I hope. You and Palcho could lead, you know, have the most starts in Illinois football history. Do you guys Talk about that. What would it mean to be up there with him and be tied for 1 or 1-2 or however it lands?
It means a lot. Me and Palcho, we joke on that. All the time. His his main glory to fame was that he had the most starts and whatnot. So we always talk about that and the starting record. And I just think that it just shows that we're guys who we're gonna give it our all. We're gonna try and put ourselves out on the field. It ain't by any means. We're all hurting. Football is a very physical game. We play offensive line. And we're always hurting, but we're always going to try and give it our all. We're always going to try and go out on the field and perform week in and week out. And I think it'll mean a lot, for us and for the program and for everyone around us to see that these guys have however many 48, 49, 50 starts under their belt. I think it means a lot to the program and us.
Thank you.
Anybody got anything else? All good. Thank you, Vederian. Appreciate it a lot.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Yep. Appreciate it.